Hallucin. We are now doing Act 3, Scene 4. Act 3, Scene 4 primarily focuses on the generosity of Portia. Her material generosity to Antonio makes her equal in stature with the character of Antonio. We find out that how Portia resembles a perfect hero in the Merchant of Venice. Now, why a perfect hero? Because there is no masculine hero in the play The Merchant of Venice. Portia acquires this particular quality because of her wise and witty wisdom, as well as her worldly woman attitude. Now, there are different connotations to the interpretation of Act 3, Scene 4. Number one, we find out how Portia understands the true value of friendship between Bassanio and Antonio. Number two, she understands the worldly wisdom to rescue Antonio, and she is an acculturated clothing to add glory to the comedy of The Merchant of Venice. Primarily, we find out how Shakespeare tends to focus on how this play, Merchant of Venice, is a comedy. Shakespeare has illustrated the themes of comedy in such a way that we find out the characters doing such nuances like Portia intentionally disguising herself along with Marisa puts an emphasis on the minds of reader that how well they are disguised and how will they carry on their nuisances of disguising in front of the other jury members in the trial scene. So this helps us to understand that Merchant of Venice is primarily a comedy play. Well, the third and the most important point in The Merchant of Venice is the theme of friendship and love that dominates the theme in the play. And we find out throughout the play that how the themes of friendship and love prevails and pervades through the characters in The Merchant of.
Let us proceed to Act 3, Scene 4. Belmont, a hall in Portia's house. Enter Portia, Nerissa, Lorenzo, Jessica, and Balthazar. Lorenzo, Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and a true conceit of godlike amity, which appears most strongly in bearing the absence of your lord. But if you knew to whom you show this honor, how true a gentleman you send relief, how dear a lover of my lord your husband, I know you would be prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce you. Now look at the difficult meanings first before proceeding to the paraphrase of Lorenzo's speech. First of all, conceit. Conceit means understanding or idea. God means divine. Amity means friendship, means divine friendship. Bearing means enduring, enduring, enduring. Customary bounty means usual generosity. I would request you to please write down the difficult meanings of the words so that you could have a notes while proceeding ahead. Now, Lorenzo says that, Madam, though I say it in your presence, you may think I am flattering you. You have a noble and true understanding of divine friendship. It is evident in the way you endure your husband's absence. But if you knew the man to whom you have done this favor, how good a gentleman he is, how dear a friend of Bassanio he is, I'm sure you would be prouder of your kindness to him than your usual kindness makes you. Portia, I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now, for in companions that do converse and waste the time together, whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love, there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, of manners, and of spirit, which make me think that this Antonio, being the bosom lover, must needs be like my lord. If it be so, how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my soul from out the state of hellish cruelty. This comes too near the praising of myself, therefore no more of it. Here other things, Lorenzo, I commit into your hands the husbandry and manage of my house until my lord's return. For mine own part, I have toward heaven breathed a secret vow to live in prayer and contemplation, only attended by Nerissa here, until her husband and my lord's return. There is a monastery 2 miles off, and there will we abide. I do desire you not to deny this imposition, the which my love and some necessity now lays upon you. Look at the difficult meanings of Portia's speech. This is very important speech, which helps us to understand the mindset of Portia in Act 3, Scene 4, because he is in a state of mood where she plans everything ahead. First of all, companions here. Companions means friends, right? Please write down. Converse. Converse means talk. Waste the time together. It means spend the time together. Whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love. Here. It means souls are joined by the same bond of love. Of lineaments. Lineaments means characteristics. Spirit. Spirit means nature. Let's proceed ahead to the more vocabulary in this speech. Bestowed. Bestowed means given. In purchasing, purchasing means saving. The semblance of my soul. Semblance of my soul is very important. It has been asked in the ICS examination before also. It means like my husband. Very important nomenclature. Semblance of my soul. State of hellish cruelty. Very important. It means miseries and troubles. Here, I commit into your hands means here, commit into your hands. It means to put trust or charge. The husbandry and manage of my house. It means care and management of my house. Until my Lord's return. Who is Lord here? Yes, Bassanio. For my own part, it means as far as I am concerned. Right? Let's proceed ahead. Okay. Secret, secret vow. It means oath. Prayer and contemplation. Yeah. It means meditation and thought. There's a monastery. Monastery means a religious house. Abide, stay, to live. Stay, to live. Imposition. Imposition means work, task, or charge. Right? So, Portia says, I have never regretted doing good, nor do I regret it now. I'm sure that companions who talk and spend the time together and whose souls are united by the same bond of love are similar in features, manners, and spirit. This makes me think that this Antonio, being the bosom friend of my husband, must be like him. If this is true, I have paid very little to save Antonio, who is so similar to my husband, from hellish misery. But this sounds very much like self praise. Let us talk no more about it. We'll talk about other things. Lorenzo, I entrust into your hands the control and management of my house until Bassanio's return. And as for me, I have sworn a secret oath before God to live in prayer and meditation, accompanied only by Nerissa, until our husband's return. We'll stay in a monastery which is 2 miles from here. I ask you not to refuse this task, which my love and pressing necessity lays upon you. This is very important speech by Portia, because here we find out her mindset and all her planning in Act 3, Scene 4, where she will go in disguise. Let us proceed to Lorenzo's speech. Now, Lorenzo here follows the order of Portia, says, Madam, with all my heart I shall obey you in fair command. Means, Madam, I will obey you with all my heart and in your fair commands. Portia then says, this is very important, pay attention to it. My people do already know my mind and will acknowledge you and Jessica in place of Lord Bassanio and myself. So far, you well till we shall meet again. Right? So, Portia says, my servants already know my intentions and will obey you, and Jessica in place of Lord Bassanio and me. Farewell until we meet again. Lorenzo says, fair thoughts and happy hours attend on you. This is very important. We should understand the Elizabethan language, what they stand for. Fair thoughts, it stands for pleasant thoughts. And happy hours, it means good time. Good time. Jessica, I wish your ladyship all hearts content. Means I wish you contentment, my lady. Portia, I thank you for your wish and am well pleased to wish it back on you. Fare you well, Jessica. Thank you for your wish and I am pleased to wish you the same. Exeunt. Exeunt means here exit. Jessica and Lorenzo. So Jessica and Lorenzo goes away. Now Balthazar, as I have ever found thee honest true, so let me find thee still. Take this same letter and use thou all the endeavour of a man in speed to Padua. See thou render this into my cousin's hand, Dr. Bellario, and look what notes and garments he doth give thee. Bring them, I pray thee, with imagined speed unto the traject, to the common ferry which trades to Venice. Waste no time in words, but get thee gone. I shall be there before thee. This is very important speech given by Portia, where she gives command to Balthazar for coming to for going to Padua and then returning to Venice with documents and clothing. Look at the difficult meanings first before we proceed to the explanation. Here, I have ever found thee honest means here so let me find thee still. Take this same letter and use thou all the endeavor. Endeavor means effort, great effort. And see thou render this. Render means deliver. To the traject. Traject means ferry. 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 Noun. Ferry. Okay. And again, the, I've already told this, it means you. You. Right? So, Portia now commands Balthazar. Now, Balthazar, you have always been honest and loyal, and I hope I can find you even now. So, take this letter and go as fast as you can to Padua. Give this letter to my cousin, Dr. Bellario. Bring all the notes and garments he gives you as quickly as possible to the traject from where the public ferry plies to Venice. Plies means goes. Do not waste time in talking, but go at once. I will be there before you. So she calls Balthazar to Venice. Balthazar, madam, I go with all convenient speed. Convenient here has a contrary meaning. Although convenient means very comfortable, but here convenient means possible. Possible. Okay. Now exit Balthazar. Portia, come on, Nerissa. I have work in hand that let you know not of. We'll see our husbands before they think of us. So Portia says, come on, Nerissa, I have a plan you don't know about yet. We'll see our husbands before they even think of us. Nerissa, shall they see us? Will they be able to see us? Portia, they shall, Nerissa, but in such a habit that they shall think we are accomplished. With that we lack. I hold thee any wager, when we are both accoutred like young men, I will prove the prettier fellow of the two, and wear my dagger with the braver grace, and speak between the change of man and boy, with a reed voice, and turn two mincing steps into a manly stride, and speak of frail like a fine bragging youth, and tell quaint lies, how honorable ladies sought my love, which I denying, they fell sick and died, and I could not do withal. Then I will repent, and wish for all that I had not killed them. And 20 of these funny lies I'll tell, that men shall swear I have discontinued. School above a 12-month I have within my mind, and the raw tricks of these bragging jacks which I will practice. So this, if you have seen and observe it carefully, you will find out that the speech of Portia is prominent and is of more importance than the speech of other characters in the Merchant of Venice. We find out that Nerissa has been apprised of the information by Portia, and Portia tells of the coming plan to proceed ahead. Let us go for the difficult meanings first before going for the paraphrase. Yeah. Now, we find out habit. In such a habit. Habit means dress, right? Lack, with that what we lack. Lack here means manly characteristics. Manly characteristics. Which Portia and Nerissa, ironically, they don't have because they are women. I hold thee any wager. W-A-G-E-R. Wager. Wager means bet any amount with you. Betting. Accoutred. Accoutred means A-C-C-O-U-T-R-E-D. Accoutred means dressed up. Right? and I will prove the prettier fellow of the two. Prettier here means handsome, handsome, right? And wear my dagger with the braver grace. This is very important. It means carry my dagger more gracefully and speak between the change of man and boy. Means Portia will change her voice by speaking sometimes between the change of man and sometimes with the voice of a boy, and turn two mincing steps into a manly stride. What does that mean? It means that she will convert two feminine steps, ladylike steps, into a manly walk, right? Bragging, it's a very important word, bragging. Bragging means boastful young men, right? Quaint lies, Quuaiant, quaint. Quaint means fanciful, right? And lies means charmingly odds. So, like fanciful, false information. How honorable ladies sought my love, right? So here, which I denying, they fell sick and died. So Portia here was giving information regarding her converting to boastful young men in disguise, and there she will tell 20 of these punny lies. Here, Puny, which means childish, right? And then she will also discontinue school, right? Means she has left school about a year. 12 months means year. And 1,000 raw tricks of these bragging jacks. Bragging jacks means boastful young men. Bragging. We have done this word earlier also. Right. So Portia says that Portia, they will see us, but in such a dress that they will think us to have manly characteristics, which we don't have, which we lack. I will have any bet with you that when we are dressed as young men, I will be the more handsome of us too. She speaks this in in a in a in a sense of humor. She was just kidding, and she also boasts of the fact that I will carry my dagger more gracefully and speak in the shrill notes of a boy. She's just kidding. Whose voice is breaking? I will turn. She will turn her two short feminine steps into one long stride of a man. She will also talk of fights like boastful young man, and then she will invent fanciful lies about how honorable ladies fell in love with her. And when I did not return their love, they fell sick and died. There was nothing she could do about it. Then Portia says that she will repent and wish that she had not been the cause of their death. She will tell many such petty lies that men will believe that I have left school only a year ago. Why? Because those who leave school early just before, are just childish and have a tendency of speaking lies. I have in mind 1,000 raw pranks that boastful young men use, and I will practice them. But come, I will tell you all my plans when I am in the coach, which is waiting for us at the park gate. Let us hurry, for we have to travel 20 miles today. This we have done in the concluding stanza. Here, but come, I will tell thee all my whole device when I am in my coach, which stays for us at the park gate, and therefore haste away. It's a very important word, haste. Comes frequently in Merchant of Venice. Haste away. Haste means hurry up. Hurry. For we must measure 20 miles today. Measure means travel. Right? and now they exeunt. Exeunt means exit. Hope this was meaningful to you.